This is Broadcast Obituaries, Gone Too Soon. We exhume a short-lived TV series, episode by episode, give it a proper eulogy, and answer the burning question, was it canceled too soon or not soon enough? Analysis, nostalgia, and our final verdict on TV's fallen heroes.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Rob.
And I'm Aaron. And this is, I'm going to get this right, Rob.
We'll see.
Season 3, Episode 3, Broadcast Obituaries. We're watching Timecop. The episode today is The Heist.
Yeah. Good job, Aaron.
Yeah, thanks. I always mess that up. I even messed it up when I was practicing it, and I was like, no. It's Season 3, Episode 3. Quit being an idiot.
That's right.
So
get it down. We got this. Yeah. What's this episode about, Aaron? The Heist?
Yeah, so The Heist, this episode aired Monday, September 29th, 1997. Accompanied by a retired detective, Officer Logan travels to 1977 to solve the mystery of a failed diamond heist.
Yeah. And we did have some questions last time. Was this based on a real diamond heist? And I think watching the episode, we know that no, it is probably not. But I did look it up, and it is also not based on anything real.
Yeah, when I ended up looking it up, there was a gem heist from a museum in New York in like the 60s, 63, 64.
Right.
And I think that's what I was thinking about, because that gemstone like floated around. Nobody could ever find it. Like they knew it was stolen, and it just kept disappearing. And so I think that's what I was trying to connect it to, because I knew these diamonds were never found in the episode. So yeah, I like a good heist. I'm here for it.
I love a heist, a caper, a crime story. I am all about it, bro. So
yeah.
I was very interested in this. Plus, there's some interesting shenanigans that they did with the filming here that I thought was pretty cool. So we will get to that. But hey, before we talk about this episode, you want to go back in time?
Oh man, do I ever? Let's do it.
Okay.
Back in time. Back in time. Back in time.
All right, so we're going back in time. Did you give us a date for this episode again, or did you miss it 2 weeks in a row?
Oh, you know what? That hurts. That hurts.
You're right. Sorry.
Okay.
You only missed it once.
I gave the date. I missed it once.
Okay, sorry.
I gave the date. Monday, September 29th, 1997. It would be nice if you would listen to your co-host, Rob. It would make me feel better about myself.
I got a lot going on in my life, bro. So
podcast, watching terrible movies.
Yikes. We'll get to that. But hey, speaking of movies, our Back in Time today, we're going to look at the box office from this date, Monday, September 29th, 1997. So this is an awesome lineup. I got to tell you, we're going to look at the top 5 movies at the box office for the past prior weekend. Number 5 on our list is The Lost World, Jurassic Park 2. Do you remember that one?
I do. It was fine. I didn't enjoy it that much.
Yeah.
But I do remember it.
I feel like of the original 3 Jurassic Park movies, it was definitely the second best one. But that's not saying much, because 3 was pretty
3
bad.
was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. But no, I enjoyed this movie for what it is, honestly. Of all the Jurassic Park, rabbit trail incoming here. Of all the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movies, it's probably my 3rd favorite of all of them. So
yeah, and you like them all though. You watched all of them. I've missed the last 2 or 3 that have come out.
I was going to say
the last 2 that have come out.
I would not say I like them all. I've watched them all. I would not say I like them all.
Yeah,
the last 2 have been pretty bad. I will just be honest. But what about you? Of the ones that you've seen, how do you rank them? What do you think? How do you feel about the Jurassic Park movies?
Well, obviously the first one, amazing. Just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too. One of the best movies of all time, I'd say. I'd probably put it in my top 10.
Oh, for sure. No doubt. Yeah. And then after that, I think it's the second, the third, and then the first Chris Pratt, because those are the other 3 that I've seen. Okay. And that's where I would put them in that order, because the Chris Pratt one, I would put 3. It would be Jurassic Park Part 2, Chris Pratt, and then 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember the names of them because they're very forgettable for me.
And Jurassic Park 3 is just Jurassic Park 3.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And then it's Jurassic World, is the Chris Pratt ones.
This is the
first
first
it's not
one.
even Chris Pratt, because he's not even in the last one. But the new ones are Jurassic World.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know. I kind of fell off of these.
Yeah.
I imagine you have a good lineup, though.
I don't know. We'll see. I am invested in these for the nostalgia, at this point. And they know that. They're making their money off of me, because they're like, hey, this kid watched this. This guy watched these movies 30 years ago. He watched the first one. He's still going to watch them no matter how bad. We just got to get something out there. they're right. I will see it at some point, although I do tend to watch them on streaming as opposed to in theaters at this point because I'm not going to spend my money on a product like this. But, I mean, I agree with you. Jurassic Park is number one. It is by far the best movie in this franchise. I do like Jurassic World, the first Chris Pratt one. Yeah. I do like that one a lot. That would be my number 2. It is, again, it is like, what are they calling it? It's like the requel, like the remake sequel. It is the same thing as Jurassic Park, which is why I like it so much. It is very similar, you know, with a few other things. Plus, it has Vincent D'Onofrio in it, who is cool. I mean, I like Vincent.
I forgot he was in that. He was like the security guy, wasn't he?
Right. Yeah. Yep. He's cool. After that, I would probably go to this one we're discussing, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 2. After that, Jurassic Park 3 was just so bad. I would probably go to The Lost World.
It was terrible.
It was awful. It was terrible. I would go to The Lost World 2. I don't know what it's called. I just know that it's The Lost World.
Wait, they made 4 with the original cast, didn't they?
No, just 3.
I'm so mixed up. So they had Jurassic Park. What was part 2 again? That was the one that came out in The Lost World. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm getting myself confused.
Yep. And then Jurassic Park 3, and then Lost World, and then Lost World 2, 3, and 4. Right. I don't know the exact names. I'm sorry. So my ranking would go Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World 2. I would go back to Jurassic Park 3 at that point.
Right.
And then I would probably go with Lost World 4, the one that just came out with Scarlett Johansson in it. And then The Lost World 3. That one should have hit all the sweet spots. Like, it had the original cast from Jurassic Park in it, but that movie was abysmal. It was just horrific. Yeah. So yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, we have a few differences in there. Honestly, after Jurassic Park, they're all pretty close. Yeah. Like after the first
they're
one,
the same. They're essentially the same story, just over and over again.
Well, you missed the last 2. I'm just going to tell you, the story varies. I mean, in Jurassic World 3, the big problem is some dinosaur bugs. So that's the big issue there is bugs. Kind of a letdown.
Cool.
It's a real bummer. It's a real bummer.
I mean, that doesn't even sound like, cool.
Yeah.
We'll check them out. I'm trying to get the kids to watch them. So I'm sure once we get through, we'll do them all.
Dude, you shouldn't have to try to get your kids to watch them. They're dinosaur movies with cool special effects, regardless of the story.
It's very true. Yeah. My youngest is he doesn't like scary stuff yet that much. So he's a little nervous about it. But I think once he gets into it, he'll be fine with it though.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So back to our list. Back in time, the box office. The number 5 movie that came out was The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Number 4, Liar Liar, Jim Carrey.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
The Claw.
Yeah. It's not one of my top Jim Carrey movies. We're not going to go through and rank those. We're not doing this twice in a row. But also because I'm just not familiar enough with them. It's been a long time since I've seen one. I guess I would say Dumb and Dumber, and after that, I can't keep them straight. Yeah. But Liar Liar is a very good movie. It was very funny. It's definitely the top comedy on our list, and probably for much of this year, that was one of the best comedies.
Yeah. It's a favorite of mine for him.
Number 3, Men in Black.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith.
Yep.
Tons of fun. Also, again, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah. Oh, he was so good in that. Yeah. You know, it's funny this comes up. I recently saw an interview with him for the new Daredevil season that's out. Yeah. And him and I think Charlie Cox, right, who plays Daredevil, are chatting. Mm-hmm. And he's telling him that the scene in Men in Black where he's at the restaurant, he's serving the plates to the customers and the cockroaches come out of his sleeve. They actually just shoved like a ton of cockroaches up in his sleeve. And they were like, we're just gonna keep doing this until the cockroaches come out. And he said he got it to work. Like had to tuck his sleeve in so they wouldn't crawl out. And then he'd go and put the plate down and they would crawl out of his sleeve. And I can't imagine doing that.
That's horrific.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like just real cockroaches. I'm like, oh, no thanks.
Wow. The things some actors will do. That's awesome. We talked about The Evil Dead and what Bruce Campbell did with all of the fake blood and the gore and all of that. Like, he went to extremes. Sounds like Mr. D'Onofrio is in a similar place.
Yeah.
All right. So just recap our list. We got The Lost World, number 5. Number 4, Liar Liar. Number 3, Men in Black. Number 2, Air Force One. Harrison Ford as the president.
Man,
I know.
Were the 90s just the best time for movies?
Yes.
Every time we talk about movies, I'm like, these are all great.
Yes.
Even the bad ones are fantastic.
I don't think I'm just being a grumpy old man when I say that the general quality of movies has gone down since the 90s.
It's all major franchise and CG.
It is. It is.
So.
And I am not a fan of CG. I mean, if it's there, it's fine. But I don't go seeking that out. That's not why I watch a movie.
Yeah. Same.
And, I like the Marvel movies. I like Star Wars. I like superheroes in general. But there's got to be something else. Like, that's not what everything should be, is these giant franchises.
Right. Yeah.
All right. We've got a great list going here. We've got a Jurassic Park movie, The Lost World, the second one. We've got Liar Liar, Men in Black, Air Force One, the number one movie at the box office. The Peacemaker.
George Clooney.
You got it. Great job.
That was not a great movie.
It was him and Nicole Kidman.
Number one?
That was number one. Yeah. For this weekend. Maybe it just came out.
Right. It probably did. In the 90s, George Clooney, Nicole Kidman, that was top tier.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that's disappointing. That's a disappointing number one.
I know. I almost felt like I should go in the other order, but then The Lost World would be kind of disappointing when we got down to number 5.
It's just bad bookends.
It is. But man, the ones in the middle, and it's still a Jurassic Park movie. It's still fun. Like, I saw that in the theater. I still liked it.
Yeah.
Did I see all these in the theater? I didn't see The Peacemaker.
I didn't see, that's the only one I wouldn't have seen in theaters.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw all 4 of the others in the theater.
Yeah.
Man, the good old
I
days.
remember going with my grandpa and my dad to see Air Force One.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that with my dad. So cool. All right. Well, hey, that was our Back in Time. We got a little distracted there by the Jurassic Park talk, but pretty succinct otherwise, I think. That was pretty simple about Back in Time.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Thank you. So, speaking of movies.
Oh, here, I knew this was coming. I mean, and we can all fully blame Rob for this. So
My bad.
We've been going down the rabbit hole of the full moon connected universe, the FMCU.
I gotta say, this is like a show within our show.
It is.
Because now this tiny little segment has now spanned 2 seasons. We're not just restricting it to like, well, what can we get in here? Well, it's just going to go where it goes. It's like its own little segment. It's fine.
Yeah, we just keep finding connections. Yeah. Hopefully we think so, but we keep finding connections. So, originally next on our list was Dollman 2. And then Rob, because he's like a curious cat, was like, hey, there's a character in Dollman 2 that was in this other full moon movie called Hideous. We should watch that. And I was like, yeah, I've never even heard of this one. We should watch that.
We should not have watched that.
We
should not have watched that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
I take responsibility.
Oh man, it was rough. I will say there's something interesting though. There is a tie-in between this movie and the episode of Timecop today that we'll talk about. I don't know if you picked up on it, but I did. The movie Hideous. The weak connection here, and I think it's weak. I don't know how big this character is in Dollman 2, but his name is Dr. Lorca. He's in the movie Hideous, and then he's apparently in Dollman 2. That's what we know.
From the brief description that I could find of Dollman 2 on the full moon streaming app.
Demonic Toys 2. Apologies, Demonic Toys 2.
Did we both say Dollman?
We both said Dollman 2. Demonic Toys 2.
Toys 2.
We've done all the Dollman movies. No more Dollman movies.
Sadly, I'm going to have to go back and watch those.
They're really good. Those are worth watching.
Based on the description that I could read on the Full Moon streaming app for Demonic Toys 2, I think Dr. Lorca is probably a fairly major character in that one.
Okay.
But also, we probably could have watched it and been fine without watching this one. I don't think we would have missed anything. But, for completion's sake.
Hey, we're completionists.
Right. Absolutely.
Yep.
So we got this one. It's Hideous. It's from 1997. There is an exclamation point after the word hideous.
Yeah, I know.
Just for the point. So
this is a terrible, terrible movie. Do you want me to try to do a movie in a minute with this?
Let's do a movie in a minute.
Okay.
It is tradition for our FMCU movies.
It is.
So
it is. All right.
If you wouldn't mind, I will give you a countdown here. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. I don't remember anybody's name except for Dr. Lorca. There's an evil woman who collects oddities, specimens, inbred things, creatures, and she sells these. And there's 2 competing people that buy these for their collections. Dr. Lorca, and I think it was Lazar was his last name. He was also in Total Recall, that actor. So she sells this specimen, and the other guy wants it. The other guy steals it. They show up at his mansion. It's like a weird whodunit all of a sudden because the specimens just disappear, but it turns out that the last one they found has telepathic abilities, and he brings all of the other guys' specimens to life. And the best part of this movie, arguably, is the puppets. One guy, a few people die. The secretary, the evil CEO lady, and apparently all of the specimens die in an acid bath. I don't know. This movie, yeah. I don't even know how to describe this movie. Yeah. I was like, it was just so all over the place.
It was so convoluted and unnecessary. There was so much of the plot that was completely unnecessary. It was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah. I think
this is by far one of the worst movies I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah. I was 30 minutes in last night when I texted you, and I was like, this is terrible. And I have a tolerance for bad movies. I mean, a high tolerance. Yeah. And I was like, this doesn't even meet B movie criteria.
There was not a lot of redeeming characteristics or qualities about this movie. It was...
The secretary was the best part.
Which secretary?
The blonde.
The one that worked for the lady?
Oh, wait, they were both blonde. The short-haired blonde that worked for the lady. Yeah.
Okay.
She was the best part because she was hilarious through the whole movie.
She was so funny. She reminded me a lot of Parker Posey. I don't know if you picked that up.
Same here. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I thought
just her voice, the way she talked, her cadence,
and the mannerisms.
She looked like her a little. She looked like her a little. Yeah.
Yeah. And she plays an idiot.
Yes.
But she did it so well. I was like, you're the best part of this whole movie.
I agree. I really liked her. She was by far my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else.
Yeah. So
rough.
Yeah. If you're watching along in the FMCU, watch Hideous. It's on Tubi. It's an hour and a half. You're not going to have to be glued to the screen. So if you're just looking for background noise while you doom scroll on your phone or something, go for it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it technically has a connection. So
yeah. If you want to skip it, feel free. Like, no need to watch this thing.
Yeah.
Technically, I think Dr. Lorca actually dies in this movie. He falls into the acid bath.
He does. Who has just a random acid bath? So this guy's got an office and he's got a trap door that just opens into an acid bath. I mean, nefarious, I guess, if you're a mad scientist, but I don't even see how he was a doctor. He never did anything doctory.
I think it's just his first name.
His doctor? That's great. Should have named my kid Doctor.
I know. They have such a leg up in life.
I know. The opportunity I missed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you. So yeah, this was brutal.
Yeah.
But for those keeping track at home, the way the FMCU looks at this point is there's three single movies to start off with: Bad Channels, Doll Man, and Demonic Toys.
Correct.
Then they all three cross over to Doll Man versus Demonic
Toys. Yep.
And then, is this technically the next one chronologically?
Yeah. Then Hideous
came out in 1997.
Yep.
Then following that is Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys.
Yes.
And these are the ones we have watched up through at this point.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. And then following this, next week, unless we find some other horrific connection, next up is Demonic Toys 2.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have the spin-offs from Demonic Toys: 3 Baby Oopsie Movies and Jack Attack.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
There's a movie called Raven Wolf Tower that also has Dr. Lorca in it.
Okay.
I believe.
It counts, then we need to watch it. So put it on the list.
Yeah. I mean, that one's on Tubi, so we can easily get to that one too.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. I hope it's better than Hideous.
We'll see. Yeah. In the description, all I remember is the word inbred. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, did you notice there was only one gun in Hideous? They even make it a big deal. The PI that shows up randomly doesn't even carry a gun. And there's one gun through the whole movie, and it just keeps getting, like, it shows up all the time. Yeah.
So goofy.
So before we jump into the episode, can we talk real quick about the connection? Did you catch the connection between Hideous and the episode of Timecop today, the Heist?
I don't remember it. What was it?
Okay. So the PI is talking, and he says, I feel like this is something out of a episode of Mannix.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Okay. And then in Timecop, Logan is talking to one of the other characters, and he's like, this is just like an episode of Mannix.
You're right.
And Mannix was an old detective show from the 70s, I think.
70s or 80s.
70s or 80s, something like that. It had a pretty good run, like 7 or 8 seasons or something.
Yeah.
So I just thought how weird that this random movie that we never planned on watching, that we ended up watching, connects literally to the episode of the Heist that we're watching today, or the Timecop.
Both these came out in 1997.
I know.
The movie and our TV show. I wonder if there was some influence one way or the other. It's almost the exact same line.
Yeah, it was weird. So
interesting.
But yeah, so look at that.
That's cool.
Everything's connected.
It is.
It's meant to be.
Meant to be. All right. Well, hey, let's talk about this episode, The Heist. I'm just going to say this one starts off on a bad note for me. A really, really bad note. Like before one word of dialogue is spoken. So the screen tells us this is New York City, Sunday, June 16th, 1977.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you, all I had to do was type that date into the Googles, and it tells me that date was actually a Thursday, not a Sunday.
Oh, come on, Timecop.
How hard is that? I mean, sure, maybe they would have had to go track down an actual paper calendar from 1977 and turn to it. But I don't think so. I think there was another way they could have figured this out.
You still had access to the web in 97. You could have looked that up.
Yeah.
That would have been available.
Should have been available somewhere.
Even just the calendar on your computer would have gone back and told you if you just were diligent about clicking.
Great point.
No excuses for them, Rob. None.
So that really burns me up. That happened in episode 1, too. There was just an issue with a date that just ticked me off. It was not accurate. What's the point? Yeah. Let's be accurate, people. All right. So on to the story anyway. There's some folks working in this facility. I can't really tell at the beginning what it is, but it's like a diamond shop, basically.
Is it a gemmery?
You just made that up. That's not a word.
You're right. I did.
I like it, though. So these people barge into the gemmery there.
Yes.
Or one guy barges into the gemmery, and the security guard asks him what he's doing there. And this guy has a banger of a quip.
Special delivery. How did you get in here?
Oh, in about 2 seconds. You're not gonna care.
And he throws a grenade of some sort. And it looks like a futuristic grenade. I thought this guy was going to be the time traveler. And he's not. He's just a regular dude in 1977.
Yeah, I thought that was really weird. Because this was like a machined, like a super machined cylinder, like steel cylinder. It looked like all the future weapons they have later in the episode.
And when it goes off, like it's not an explosion. It's like
a flashbang.
It's like a flashbang, but like the people are unconscious. And a flashbang doesn't do that. It will
blind you.
It will damage all your senses.
Yeah.
But this guy just kind of steps outside and closes the door behind him for a second, then walks back in. I have no idea. Maybe it was a gas bomb. That's my guess. Maybe it was a gas bomb.
And the security guard was not worried. This grenade literally lands between his feet, and he just looks down like, "Oh,
what's that thing?
Look at that!"
Yeah. What did this guy throw at me?
He didn't even look scared.
No.
He was just like, "Oh."
It was so goofy. Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone's down on the ground. It's basically just a guy working over the diamonds and the security guard.
And the cage is in the middle of this room. Like I don't get it. It's so weird.
Right. It's like it's on display.
Yeah.
It's not. So he comes in, he starts bagging up the diamonds, and the security guard was not completely unconscious. And he reaches up and he hits the silent alarm. Oh no. Again,
I had an issue with this too.
What was your issue with it?
The literal second he pushes the silent alarm, they flash his security camera, and there's the cop pulling up already, responding to the alarm.
Yep. He is there. Wow. Johnny on the spot.
Yeah. Response time in the 70s in New York was just top notch.
He was on it. So the detective rolls up immediately, as we just said. He and the thief kind of shoot it out. Bang, bang. They're shooting. The thief goes down. I don't know if he actually got shot. He doesn't look wounded or injured later when we catch up to him.
They just pick him up, don't they? They just pick him up and he's getting arrested.
And they arrest him. I don't know why he fell down. So, but he doesn't have the diamonds on him. He says they're never going to find him, and they don't. They don't. So he's arrested. We flash forward to the future. It's 2007 now. We're hanging out at the Timecop headquarters, or we're probably near the dome, if not in the dome. Logan has been pulling 16-hour days for weeks now. They don't tell us why. It gets a little silly here, but he's working hard.
Yeah.
There's a ripple. It's nothing major yet, but it is growing. So I don't know how they make the connection. It was not clear to me, but they're looking through whatever's going on, and they see, oh, hey, look at this. This guy that was arrested in 1977 just got paroled recently. I bet this has something to do with that guy.
Did
I get it right? Is that how it happened?
Yeah, it's just like they just blamed this dude all of a sudden.
It was the weirdest thing. For zero reason.
I want to go back for a second because he is getting a hard time from Hemmings about not taking any time off. And she's like, maybe if I tell your boss, he'll force you to take a vacation. Do you think in these situations when like they're salaried employees, they're working hard, doing their job, they get threatened to go on a vacation to spend time on a beach and get away, do you think at that point it's being paid for? Or are they being forced to take a vacation that they have to pay for out of their own pocket? And am I the only person who's ever thought of this? You're going to force me to take time off and go to a beach, but then I have to pay for it.
You and I are used to working at a place where we have, we're salary employees, and we have, until recently, a very specific amount of vacation time that we're allowed to take. But I think at some other places, in TV businesses, they have unlimited vacation time. And if they need to take vacation time, they just take it, and it's completely paid for. Yes.
Yeah, but you think the TEC is paying for his trip? If they force him,
so yes,
they pay for his.
Because in all likelihood, he's only working, he's only taking 1 week off, and he's working double shifts every other day of the year. So yeah, they can afford to pay for 1 week of vacation. Yeah, man,
that would be nice. I wish our company paid us to go on vacation.
Yeah, I know, that would be awesome.
Great.
Sweet.
We need more TV rules in the real life.
I know.
So, okay, sorry, I had to go back. But just something I see a lot out of these old TV shows.
You're right. It was often a thing.
I'm gonna force you to go on vacation. I'm like, oh
yeah.
Are they paying for that? You can't force me. Do what I want.
It's funny that you would wonder that. I have never wondered who's actually paying for that. Is it coming out of his bank or no? Never considered it in my life.
Yep, they're expensing it.
Yeah. So anyway, they've figured out somehow that this guy, his name is Orselli. Orselli was just paroled, and they figured out he must have gone back in time to go get those diamonds somehow.
Yeah.
So they also discovered that the original detective, the guy who showed up, Mr. Johnny on the spot, his name is Langdon, and he's still a cop 30 years later.
He's on 3 months from retirement, they say.
Yeah.
So
he's getting too old for this crap.
Yeah.
So they bring him in, and they're trying to learn what they can about Orselli and the case from him. He's played by William Devane. I think he's a great actor. He's in tons of stuff. I think I mentioned this last time. I know him from 24 primarily.
Yeah.
He's on tons of stuff, and he's great. So they bring him in, and he's like, listen, you're just going to have to send me back. I want to go back in time with you, and I'll help you catch the guy.
Yeah.
So
did you like how they tried to keep what they do there a secret, and they all folded in like 30 seconds? They're like, well, it's top secret. We can't tell you. Okay, it's time travel.
It's time travel. I've been waiting to tell you forever.
Yeah. Oh, glad we got that off my chest.
Yeah. I feel so much better. And he's just like, all right, well, I want to go with you. Let's go.
Yeah. Didn't even question it. He's like, that's real?
Yep.
Cool.
Sweet. Let's do it. So they send him back in time. And we learn a very important lesson here. We hear it for the first time in this series.
Yep.
The same matter cannot occupy the same space.
Yeah.
Man, it's heavy in this episode. We didn't get it all in episode 1.
And we get it multiple times in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because every time they come close to touching, they got to shout it out to you.
Definitely.
Just so you know.
And they still keep close to touching multiple times.
Oh.
So, so they tell that to Langdon. They tell him your younger self is here. You don't want to touch him. I appreciate, though, that it's not like Back to the Future where it's like, you can't even see each other because it might destroy the universe. It's not some big, massive paradox. They have many conversations with each other, with himself.
Mm-hmm.
Never interrupt me when I'm talking to myself.
That was a great line from the movie. It's so good.
So, this is all before they time travel. That's where they learn it. So they both hop in their time sled. They time sled out of there, and they drop the time sled off somewhere, and they fall into an alley.
The Temporal parking lot. We talked about this, Rob. We've got the science worked out.
Right. And it's even our ranking system for the show is our parking spots. So they fall into this alley where there's a bunch of people hanging out, and they're auditioning to be like a new disco act at a club. And they give their name. I forget what their name is.
Rainbow something.
Yes, that's all I remember as well. Yeah. And Logan says, you guys look more like the Village People. And then turns around and disappears. And they're like, the Village People, I like that.
Yeah. And they're dressed like the Village People. I mean, they're all in costume. And that's our first paradox, isn't it, for the show? It sure is.
Yeah. If they're called the Village People, would they have come up with that name on their own? Or did he just name them? And why did that not change? Because, time travel paradox, it shouldn't have worked out. I choose to believe they would have come up with that name on their own at some point.
Regardless.
He just maybe gave it to him a little sooner. That's all.
Sure. Yeah.
So they go and they question a guy. Is it a hot dog vendor? I think. Something like
they shake down.
Kiss off, cop. What'd you say? Stupid and deaf. That puts you first in line for promotions, huh?
This is the 70s, Logan.
Civil rights are for sissies. Get a dental plan, Skaggs?
I think so. Why?
Because you got about 5 seconds before you meet your deductible.
Yeah, I'm working out of a box on a street corner. You think I got dental insurance?
The guy didn't even know. He was like, I think so.
Let me check with HR.
Yep.
Yeah, so they shake this guy down. He tells them where they can go find Orselli. They go to Orselli's place. Landon says he's going to take the front. Logan should go around back. While Logan's waiting, there's a big blast. Orselli comes out of the back door. He's got Langdon at gunpoint. Langdon's hiding. He jumps down on him from above, takes him by surprise, knocks him out.
Logan
Logan takes, yeah.
He jumps down on him. Yeah, the names are so close. Logan and Langdon.
I had real issues with those names throughout this episode. Mostly typing them was
same here. Yeah, same here. My notes was a lot of backspacing.
All of the letters from Logan are in the name Langdon. Every one of them.
Yeah.
Plus 1 or 2 extras. So they've got Orselli. They captured him. And wait, did they? Oh, no. So Langdon knocks out Orselli.
Yep.
But then he turns his gun onto Logan, which...
betrayer.
Yeah. Did you see this coming?
I honestly didn't.
Oh, okay. I saw this coming.
Did you? Oh, you did.
I was ready for it. As soon as he wanted to go back in time, I was like, what's he going to pull?
Yeah, I thought he was just kind of sleazy, but I didn't see him
definitely
being
kind of sleazy.
The bad guy.
Yeah.
So
he wants to send... This is Orselli from the future, by the way, just to be clear. The Orselli of this time is still running around loose because the diamond heist hasn't happened yet. So he wants to take this Orselli, who's old, and send him back to 2007. Orselli is not wearing a temporal controller, which looks like a wristwatch. So he tells Logan, hey, take yours off and put it on Orselli. And he does. And they trigger the button and they send him back. And then he locks up Logan and he leaves him there. He grabs Orselli's bag of future guns and takes off.
Yeah. And this guy brought like an armory with him.
Yes, a whole arsenal. He's ready for war.
He is.
So we go back 2007. There's a time sled arriving and it announces Officer Logan returning. And the time sled pulls up. How did Orselli get into this time sled? He's unconscious the entire time.
I know. This is the single worst part of this entire time travel experience. Okay. I thought the same thing. Like maybe in the Temporal parking lot, there's a Temporal Valet. And he scans your wristwatch so he can go and find your sled.
Let me retrieve your sled, sir.
Yeah, he's like, you don't look like the Logan, but time travel, I don't know. I'm just going to put you in this thing and send you back. That's all I'm going to do.
You got the watch.
Yeah.
Okay. So they find him. It's Orselli. They get him out of the sled. They realize for reasons they can't send anyone else back in time at this point.
Yeah.
So Logan is still on his own. They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. You can't send extra people back because you don't want to multiply the chances of something going wrong. But your guy something's obviously not right. And they're like, oh, we just got to trust he's got it under control. Right. We can't help him.
What if he's dead?
Yeah. How long do you wait? I just don't get it. But I guess it doesn't matter.
In the past. So if he's dead, he's dead. You can wait, however long.
Yeah. Well, but you could travel back like to when they got there and save him. So, I mean, maybe they're just not that worried about it.
Paradox. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Logan, back in 1977, he finds a future gun that Orselli dropped. They're very careless with their weaponry, apparently.
It's right under the dumpster.
Right there under the dumpster. He gets it, and he very dangerously uses it to blow the handcuffs off of his hands.
This thing blew like a large apple-sized hole in a piece of metal, and he's like, I'm just going to hold it over the chain in the handcuffs and pull the trigger. I thought he's going to blow your hands off.
And it's on the other side of that post. He can't even see.
Yeah. He's like, he found a nail that he's going to use to pull the trigger down on top of. Yeah. He's like, I hope this works.
Would have been hilarious if he does it and it works, and all of a sudden you hear a noise and you look up and there's a plane crashing. Like he just blew a plane right out of the sky.
That would have been
Hope that doesn't affect the future.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah. So there's lots of stuff going on in this episode. I feel like I'm getting way too into the weeds here. We see young Langdon at the time, 1977. I want to point this out. Young Langdon is played by William Devane's son, Joshua Devane.
I had to look it up. I was like, this guy looks just like him. Exactly like him.
He had the nose and the mouth, like they were
everything.
His. Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes. So I thought that was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
That they were able to get the guy's, the actor's actual son to play the younger version of himself. Beautiful. I loved it. So young Langdon, he's there with his wife. There's someone at the door. It's Logan. Oh, so Langdon and his wife, like they're trying to have
Have
some
a nice romantic day.
happy romantic time together. Langdon gets an emergency call. There's a problem with a armored car that's happening. We're not quite to the diamond heist yet, but so he's got to go. Logan asks if he can roll with him.
The armored car is part of the diamond heist.
Well, it is now.
It's connected.
It is now. It wasn't before.
Yeah,
it's not part of the original heist.
Not in the original timeline. Yeah.
So just to point out, there are some marital problems brewing with young Langdon and his wife. She's not happy that the job constantly seems to take priority in his life.
Calls him away. He's a cop. It's what he does.
Right. I'm not sure what is his name John or Johnny? I called him Johnny on the spot earlier. I was just using the
I thought it was
reference.
John Langdon.
I think it is. Yeah. Okay. So he is Johnny on the spot Langdon. Okay. So they get to the scene of the crime. There's an armored truck has been pulled over. It was headed to Gemstone, whatever. The Gemstone place. The Gemmery. It's headed to the Gemmery that we know. Yes. It's being robbed by the elder Langdon. So Logan sneaks around behind the truck, gets him at gunpoint. Langdon is there using a laser torch that Logan is very impressed that he's got for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he turns it on Langdon and he tries to shoot him. They're having the shootout. The Langdons have met each other at this point, and the young one thinks it's kind of confusing. He doesn't know what's going on. The old Langdon shoots that laser gun, and there's it ricochets, and it hits the young Langdon in the face, cuts him near the eye, and we see the old Langdon grow a scar there, which honestly, I like when it happened in the movie. That happened.
Same.
I like when it happened here. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is where we get our first they almost touched moment, because young Langdon is like trying to go up to like disarm him. He's like, what are you doing, man? And old Langdon is just like, I kind of want to see what happens. He doesn't seem alarmed at all that he was about to get touched. He's
he just had a William Devane trademark smile on his lips. Like,
yes.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go, man. For it.
Let's go for it. I'm game.
Yeah. Life's obviously miserable for him. Right. He's not happy.
100%.
So
100%. He seems satisfied just to stand there and chew gum.
Right. Constantly. Can I tell you my pet peeve?
Tell me.
Chewing gum with your mouth open, eating food, just hearing that sound. And it was hard this episode because he's always just chomping away on that gum. Constantly. Oh yeah. Just smacking his lips on it. Oh
man.
It made me crazy.
I'm glad that I finished my plate of Doritos before we got on this call then.
I would have just muted you. You would have been fine.
But I'm doing all the talking here. That would have made for a really awkward podcast episode.
I'm sure everybody wants to listen to you chew on Doritos and talk at the same time. I'm also impressed, Rob. This is our 4th or 5th episode in a row where you've had a Yoo-hoo.
I have made it my official drink of our podcast, even though Yoo-hoo hasn't paid me a cent yet.
They'll get it.
They're just delicious. I bought a 4-pack of these in the bottles. I drink one a week. Like literally when we record, it's the only time I drink one. And somehow my kids haven't discovered them in the fridge.
Nice. You're lucky.
They might just not know what they are.
Oh, they haven't had Yoo-hoo?
It's possible that I've never shared one with them. Oh no, my younger one knows, but they were the canned ones. And he might just not have seen the bottled ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My son would sniff them out. If there's Yoo-hoo in this house, I gotta hide them. I gotta stash them because he'll get a hold of them and they're gone.
Yeah,
I'm slamming them like a frat boy. Just like, dude, slow down.
Oh, that's awesome. So the old Langdon, he's escaping. He tells a couple cops, "Hey, down that alley, there's a fire," or something. I forget what he tells them. And then he just steals their car. He's got his bag of future guns and he takes off.
Yeah.
Logan takes this opportunity to tell young Langdon. Did I say Langdon? Logan takes the opportunity to tell young Langdon all about time travel, because why not? He's told people back in the 1800s about time travel. Why not tell people in the 70s too?
Yep.
So we go back to the future, 2007. Orselli is awake. They ask him, I think, where he got the time sled. Did they ask him where he gets that?
Yeah. He's like, anything's possible if you got the money.
Oh, right. They want to know how he got to the past. That's the time sled they're asking about, not Logan's time sled.
Right.
They're like, how'd you get the sled, buddy? They want to know how he jumped to the past. Anything's available for a price.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, wait. It wouldn't be his time sled because his time sled would have gone from the parking lot to his
house
track or wherever.
Yeah,
okay.
In his basement.
Yeah.
How does he get enough money to buy a time sled when he's been in prison because he stole a bunch of diamonds that he never found or were recovered?
I wondered about that too. couldn't have that much money unless time travel tech is cheap.
Anything's available for a price. If
That's
you can
right.
afford a Snickers, you can afford a time
That's
sled.
right. It might have been made out of cardboard. We don't know.
We haven't seen it. Who knows? And
Yeah. You don't
maybe
know.
it never would have made the return trip, from the future.
Yeah.
I mean, it fell apart once I got there.
It just makes me question the valet at the parking lot even more because this guy came in a different sled and you're just giving away sleds now, dude.
But it
You need a
matched
better
the
system.
watch. It matched the watch. It's like having the keys.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. Or the pickup ticket, basically.
Yeah.
So he tells them what was going on, that old Langdon was there and he wanted the diamonds for himself. And this is when they look into the file a little further and they learn that Langdon's life has gone completely to crap. And it all started with that gemstones job. And so now they realize their mistake. But if they would look at the file on so many different cops, they would have seen, oh yeah, this guy has been divorced numerous times. He lives alone. His kids won't talk to him. That's an issue with cops. I'm sorry. Like, it's a rough job and it often leads to divorce because it is a lot of stress on your life and on your marriage. Just because this guy has no life and has been divorced, would that have meant, no, we can't send this guy back in time? They wouldn't be able to send anybody back in time.
I know. It would never work. Yeah.
So, but they don't send anyone back to help Jack out still.
Yeah. They're just like, meh.
Oh, we made a big mistake. I hope he can figure this out on his own.
Yep.
Yeah. So back in 77, young Langdon has that scar on his face. It's not a scar yet, but it's a cut. They're back at his house. His wife is taking care of him. She's still not happy. They fight some more. They bicker. The old Langdon shows up. He holds the wife at gunpoint now, and he reveals that they suspected him of stealing the diamonds back in 1977, which is why his career never took off. It never went anywhere. They couldn't find the diamonds. They're like, it was probably the cop that was there 2 seconds after the alarm went off.
I mean,
It's a reasonable assumption, honestly.
It is. Internal affairs didn't like him, I think they said. And they're like, it was all over after that.
Yep. So he dips out of there. He takes the wife with him as a hostage, and they're going to go steal them some diamonds.
Yep. We're off to the Gemmery.
Back to the Gemmery. So that is our next scene. We are back where this episode started.
Special delivery.
Orselli breaks back into the Gemmery, and again, he throws the grenade. Whatever kind of mysterious grenade it is, he's bagging up the diamonds. The security guard again is reaching for that silent alarm. But old Langdon shows up and he stops him. Yep.
Yeah. Do you think we had another paradox here? Do you think old Langdon gave Orselli the future grenades? Do you think that they were in cahoots?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That could have been part of the story and they cut it out. I don't know.
Maybe, but that would definitely be a serious paradox. Those grenades definitely did not belong in 1977.
They didn't. That's why I'm really stuck on these.
I know.
Maybe
there's an episode later, like in that set where they go back to 1975, and Logan accidentally leaves a bag of grenades behind, and Orselli finds them, and he's using that. Let's pretend that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, we can make up anything we want.
Or maybe he took grenades back in time with him to 1988 Victorian London and left the grenades there, where they ended up in a crate and got shipped to America and were found about 100 years later. Maybe that's how they got there. That's what I choose to believe.
That too.
I choose to believe
that too. The more far-fetched it is, the more I'm in it and I believe it.
That is pretty far-fetched, yes.
Yeah, I love it.
So Orselli's confused. He wants to know how this old guy even knew about him. And old Langdon shows him a true crime novel that tells all about this story. Yeah. But it wasn't written until 1992.
Yep.
Big shock.
Bum,
These
bum,
people...
bum.
These people love telling people in the past about time travel and the future.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
They just can't wait. Who are you? I'm from the future.
That's right.
You couldn't keep it a secret for half a minute.
You want me to tell you how it works?
Yeah. They got this magical sled. Mine is parked out in this parking lot in between time right now. If you need a ride, here's my watch. All right. So young Langdon shows up. Orselli offers to split the take with him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on here. It's confusing.
Yeah.
He basically reveals where he hid the diamonds originally, where he's about to do it again. There's some wet cement there, which I never noticed anywhere in this episode.
No, and wouldn't you check wet cement? Like, wasn't everything getting buried in cement in the 70s? People, diamonds,
right?
Check the cement.
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa is still buried in some wet cement somewhere in Detroit.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah,
so
it was a thing.
Yeah, that's what you did. So that's where he was going to stash. He was going to stick it in the wet cement. I don't know how he put it in the cement and then grabbed a cement smoother and smooth it over so it looked like it hadn't been touched.
He had time, to put it in, screed it, float it,
right,
make sure it looked perfect again,
right, and then run outside, even though the cop was there within seconds of him having the diamonds in his hand.
Yeah, and no cement evidence on him. And I don't know if you've ever been around wet cement, but you're messy.
Somehow.
The minute you try to put it in cement, you got it on you. You're covered in it.
Yes. You were going to touch it at some point. It's on your hands at the bare minimum.
Yeah, and he didn't have any water. He's not washing his hands in it.
No. And if he's anything like me, it was probably on his watch and is probably still there to this day. Just saying.
Permanent.
Yes.
On the doorknob in my garage forever.
Yes. Doorknobs and watches for some reason.
Yep.
It's just like when you're spackling a wall. It's going to be on every doorknob that you touch until you wash your hands.
Even when you think you've washed your hands.
Yes.
You're going to find it later.
Definitely. Well, everybody shows up. They're all here. Young Langdon, old Langdon, they're arguing. The wife says something about how time is fluid. We can change this. It doesn't have to be like this. Things don't have to go bad.
Oh, yeah. Logan talks to her about that.
Yeah.
It's like, time's fluid. The future isn't set. Like you can, if you adjust things now, the future will change.
Right. Which, as a time cop, isn't that what you're supposed to prevent? You don't want time to change.
I know.
His job is to keep it the same. That's his literal job description.
They love giving you the secrets.
Yeah. I looked up a TEC job posting. That is in the description. Make sure the timeline is preserved and not changed.
Yeah. You cannot change it.
Yeah. So there's a gunfight. People are shooting. Old Langdon takes a bullet somehow. Young Langdon shoots Orselli. Logan grabs a time thingy from someone. I guess he grabs it off of old Langdon. And then old Langdon just disappears. This was a new one.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. That's not how that would happen, right?
I honestly don't mind this because we get to an explanation for it here in a little bit, and I prefer this explanation over
I must have missed this. Okay.
What else would have happened? So he disappears. This is where young Langdon is like, so is this our future? Is this what's happening? And Logan says something like, it's just one of many. Whatever happens here is up to you. And that's where I was like, that's not what's supposed to happen here. You want this to be the same.
Well, and he changes it anyways because Logan throws the diamonds at Orselli. He's like, you want to hide these? And he just scatters them through the gymmery.
So they're no longer changed, right? I didn't even
so
that.
You've already changed it because now Langdon's not going to get, they're not going to assume that he took them. And
they won't blame him. His career hopefully will be on a better path now. But that means changing time.
Yeah, and this was the third instance of don't touch him.
Yeah.
Can't knock him like that because young Langdon is like really concerned about old Langdon after he gets shot, and they're like everybody's a little tense that they're gonna like make contact.
Yep. Don't touch him. We can't afford the special effects.
Right. We don't have gelatinous goo in the budget.
Right. So he uses the watch thingy, and Logan does, and he returns to the future. He shows up in his time sled. I don't know where all these time sleds are coming from. They
imagine the conversation
with the valet.
With the valet. Look, I know my sled came through, but I need this guy's sled, but I need you to put it out on my track. Oh, his valet's like, I don't get paid enough for this job. Do you think he gets tips? I hope Logan
I sure hope
this guy.
So. But also, what currency are you using? What's the value of it? I mean, if he's outside of time, if you tipped him with past currency, it might be worth a fortune. No, it'd probably be worth less in the future. Money's less valuable. You could tip him with a buck, a $1910, he'd be like, sweet. And then in 2007, he'd be like, well, crap, I can't buy anything. I was going to buy a house with this dollar. And now I can't even buy half a candy bar. So he gets back.
We got a lot of questions about the Temporal parking lot.
So probably more than are necessary.
Is it a garage? Is it just a flat piece of temporal land? Like what are we talking about here?
Man, so many thoughts. We're gonna have to straighten this out. We should connect offline about that. So Logan's back in 2007. He checks the newspaper that they have from 1977. It shows that Langdon found the diamonds. His career was made. So that means that old Langdon never existed. That timeline was wiped out. That's why he disappeared.
That's why he disappeared.
Right. Which is better, because if he didn't get shot and he goes back to the future, back to 2007, what's going to happen? Is he all of a sudden, well, I guess he would be, if you go back to the Timecop movie, that's how Max Walker, Jean-Claude Van Damme, got back to the future and had no memories of his new life.
No clue. He was just thrust into it. Yeah. So you'd still be sleazy Langdon, but live in the dream.
But live in the dream and shouldn't be sleazy. It's just so confusing. Yeah. In my mind, it's better that he disappears. He no longer exists because his timeline was changed.
Yeah, I like that. So in the Timecop movie, then we would have seen one Walker just disappear because it all changed. Everything's different now.
Right. And theoretically, then, he never went back in time. They didn't have to retrieve his time sled from the parking lot or anywhere because he never even went back in time.
He never left.
Right.
Yeah.
That whole mission never happened.
So he never sent Orsilli back either then.
Right.
So his time
Well, he didn't send Orsilli back. Orsilli just went. But Orsilli wouldn't have gone back because the diamonds were found. Why would he go back to them and try to get
yeah. Okay.
So none of this episode happened. This episode actually didn't happen. We're wasting our time talking about this. It didn't happen.
Jeez. Is this going to happen a lot in this show?
I think it might. Okay, so Logan wants to take the rest of the day off.
Yeah, he's taking some time off finally.
Right. And then he asks Hemming out for a meal. She's like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Which I've never seen. I don't know if this is a date. They've never shown any liking for each other. They seem to actually dislike each other as people.
Yeah. I feel like it's an assumed romance. Like we just have to assume that they've got the hots for each other, which
they're the male and female lead on this show. Of course they're going to get together.
It'd be nice if the female lead actually showed up for more than 3 minutes an episode.
She was barely in this episode. She was the only character in this episode less than her was our chief historian.
Right. And he had some of the best lines at the beginning.
He did. And then he basically disappeared.
Yeah.
We do get some cool outro 70s music here as they're walking out of the TEC police station.
We do.
And I realize that's where their budget is going. It's going to historical sets and to the music to the different time eras, I assume.
Yeah.
So I did have one question here, and let me try to remember what it was because I did not write it down. But so he seems happy. Logan seems happy that Langdon's life is now better. And he sees the newspaper. But so Langdon and his wife assumedly stay together now. But what if they had gotten divorced and his wife got remarried and had kids with her other husband? Those children and their lineage no longer exist.
This is why you have to preserve the timeline.
Yes, no changes.
Yeah. It's what kills me. When I saw Logan throw the diamonds,
I
was like, what are you doing? You've completely changed everything now because you're not going to be able to find those and hide them before the cops show up now to preserve anything.
Even if he threw them in the cement, what's to stop the young Langdon from being like, oh yeah, the diamonds are in the cement. I didn't steal them.
Right.
You know, it's too late. Langdon already knows what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Yeah. He really just doesn't follow the rules at all. And you're right. Like this lineage of other kids could have become world leaders that solve like major problems at some point, but not now.
Not now. And maybe they have kids now, the two of them, that didn't exist before.
Yeah. And
maybe what if he came back? What if he jumped back to the future and Hemmings was gone and there was a new person working there? And he's like, who are you? He's like, Hemmings works with me. And they're like, oh no, this person was way better qualified than Hemmings. That's why we hired this guy.
Yeah.
Because this person now exists when they never existed in the timeline before.
Yeah.
You know?
How cool would that be to see Logan keep coming back to new people in the positions, like a new chief historian every time he comes back, and maybe he starts to realize I'm really bad at this job.
Yeah.
Like
it would almost turn into a Sliders type of show where he has to go back in time and try to fix his mistakes, and then it makes a new problem, has to go back in time and fix it again,
try to fix that
new problem. Except Sliders, was different timelines, not time travel, but similar idea of trying to find the right timeline, get to the right time. So anyway,
I'd get behind an episode like that.
It'd be fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it would be funny.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So that's our episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about this one?
I really liked it. I love a good heist.
Okay. Yeah.
So like just the heist was really fun. The Jimmery, he's just stealing stuff. He's hiding stuff. Like that was really cool. I really didn't see Langdon being the sleazeball that he was. I mean, like the bad guy. So that was pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh man, didn't see that coming. I thought it was all going to be about them trying to track down Orsilli. Like I thought that was the whole episode. They were just going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So sorry, I liked it. It was good. It was a good heist. Logan doesn't know what he's doing, and that's fine. He's just changing the timeline.
He's a loose cannon. He's a loose cannon back there in the past.
I liked it.
Okay. It sounds like you probably liked it more than I did. I thought it was fine.
Sure.
I was kind of bored with various parts of it, honestly. And I probably spent too much time trying to figure out, like right from the beginning, like I didn't think it was just going to be Orsilli. I thought somehow the time travel was tied into those diamonds going missing. Like I thought maybe he already sent them to the future. And I was like, this is a time paradox. It shouldn't have happened this way. Like they would have.
I gotcha.
And I spent my time trying to think about it, and it wasn't that at all. They were hidden in the cement, obviously.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time like trying to turn my brain around how this was going to work logically when there are plenty other logical issues besides that one.
Yeah.
To worry
and
about.
I took a lesson from you last episode, Rob, where you told me
accept it.
to just accept it and move on.
I
And that's
know.
what I did. I was like, none of
Yeah.
this makes sense, but I'm here for the ride. And I enjoyed it much better because of that.
Yeah, I should have
So,
followed that
yeah.
advice, my own advice, because I was bothered by it. But again, overall, like I thought the heist itself was kind of mediocre. Like it wasn't much of a
Sure.
heist, and I was just kind of bored with it overall. So I liked what we're calling the pilot. I liked episode 1 better than this one.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was just, I liked the 70s setting, but to me, again, it wasn't, it's like when the Timecop movie jumped in time from 2004 to 1994. Like, it wasn't really different enough. I want to show, like, I want to see all these different time
Really different.
eras. Yeah. Like, that's why I liked Victorian London. I wanted to see a very different era from our current time. 2007 to 1977, it's 30 years, and life has changed a ton in those
so
30
much.
years. But it's still a pretty modern era.
Well,
You know,
'cause even in
to then, to 2007, when the show was set, to 1997, it was even closer. It was only 20 years past.
right.
You know, it was before I was alive, barely, but it was still a very recent time frame. Now it's 50 years ago, and it still doesn't even. Is it only 50 years?
Yeah.
It's 50 years back. It doesn't even feel that different. So to me, I just want older time eras primarily.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fun. I think I enjoyed like the paradox stuff in this the most. I think that's what got me here. Is like they were just introducing all kinds of stuff left and right, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening here? How's this going to play out?"
Well, plus, also, I don't know if you know this, but the same matter cannot occupy the same space. Just want to, I really liked hearing that multiple times throughout this.
That's what they
episode.
were saying. I was confused. I didn't understand what was happening. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah. So, did you? Have you thought about ranking this one? You know, last time we used time sled parking spots, we did 9 of them, 1 out of 9, 1 through 9.
Yep.
Where would you rank this one?
I would be at a 3.
A
I'd
3?
be at a 3. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. Like 2.5.
That's
two.
9 is really good, right? 9 is really good. 1 is bad.
And
okay.
I mean, it was good. I'm not saying a 3 is bad.
Okay.
But the paradox stuff is what I like. The story, the paradox stuff is what really bothered me. And we're watching a literal show about time travel, and this guy is terrible at preserving the timeline.
Just so awful.
He's literally causing the problems every episode so far. Like the guy in charge is the one screwing stuff up, and I feel like that has to be a major part of the rating for me.
All right.
You know.
Yeah.
Like our podcast may not exist one day because of this guy, Rob. You don't know.
Yeah, you're right. We can't let this nut go around.
Yeah.
Wiping out our continuity here of this show.
Yeah. So 3. It was higher than my last ranking.
No, it's not.
It was the same as my last ranking.
No,
Lower?
it's not. It's lower. Your last one.
I give it a 4.
I think you gave it a 4, and I gave it a 5. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's a 4. Maybe it's right on par.
Keep it on par.
I thought I gave it a 3.
Okay.
And then I could tell I was off.
No. Yeah.
I don't know. And it's arbitrary. None of it matters.
It definitely is. It doesn't matter to anyone but you and me, really.
Yeah.
I gave episode 1 a 5. I would give this one a 4. I would go down a notch. This one was not as good. So it wasn't bad. You know, this wasn't a bad episode. And I watched it, and I could definitely see myself watching this in the 90s and probably liking it more than I did now.
Right.
But yeah, I was bit of a yawner.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, fun episode. I've enjoyed our conversation about it. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like talking about paradox? Time paradox. That's great.
Yeah, right.
It's the best.
I know. I do love that is the fun thing to talk about because it's almost never going to make sense when you're talking time travel.
Oh yeah.
It almost cannot make sense. So it's fun to just pick that apart, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been exciting to see some engagement online in the last few days. We've had, some comments rolling in on YouTube, and someone, a new listener of ours, recommended a couple shows to us. And I don't know if you've seen these comments yet. This was just last night, I believe. He mentioned a couple shows. One is Sledgehammer. Do you know Sledgehammer?
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a cop spoof, basically. And it's about a cop. His name, I think, is Officer Sledgehammer. And he's got a giant gun, a 44 Magnum. It's a comedy, TV comedy, half-hour show, and cop spoof, basically. And I remember some of this. I've heard about it, and I've seen 1 or 2.
It sounds
clips.
familiar.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny show. It lasted 2 seasons. It's from the mid-'80s, like 84 to 86, somewhere in that range. I have familiarity with that one. But this commenter on the YouTube also mentioned another show, and I've run across this one. we do a lot of research, folks, trying to find shows for us to rewatch here on this podcast. And I've read about so many shows that we're never going to get to. In fact, I'm going to turn this into an impromptu segment of our TV graveyard. This is a bit where we talk about a TV show that was canceled quickly and just kind of put it out there so you guys know about it. But there was a show, it's from 1990, and it's called Cop Rock. Have you heard of Cop Rock? Have you run across this in any of your research? Yeah.
I have heard of Cop Rock. I watched some clips in my research because I was like, what on earth is this show?
I did not get that far. How are the clips?
And there's something. I mean, it was a thing they tried.
Yeah. So Cop Rock was a TV show. It lasted 11 episodes in 1990. And it's a police procedural and it's a musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a full 45-minute show. Was it, to me, if it's a TV show and it's a musical, I assume that it's a comedy of some sort, even though I know they're not all comedies. But was this, I don't think this one's funny. Was it funny at all?
I don't, because the clips I saw were only for the musical numbers.
Gotcha.
So I don't know what the dialogue was like. I found it humorous, but I think the idea was ridiculous. So
right.
I don't really know what the intent was behind it.
Right.
I wish I could remember where I found it, but there was I watched an interview with the producer of the show, and he talked about how they came around to doing the idea of Cop Rock, and it was just, and I can't remember where I was watching it now, but there's lots of stuff out there. If you Google it, you'll find a plethora of information on it, interviews with the producers and stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
At 11 episodes, we tend to do primarily speculative fiction shows of some sort. We did sci-fi with Earth 2. We did horror with Kindred the Embraced. I don't know if I call it horror, but it has vampires, so it's just spec horror. Yeah. And we're doing sci-fi again now with time travel with Timecop. But if we were going to branch out from speculative fiction and look at something else, I would put Cop Rock on our list of at least shows to consider.
Yeah, let's put it on the list. Yeah, I'm not opposed to. How do you feel about musicals in general? Do you like musicals? You don't talk about them a lot.
You've probably never heard me talk about a musical. My favorite musical of all time is The Blues Brothers. Does that count?
Yeah, I'll count it.
Okay, good. Other than that, I'm not a big fan. However, there was a TV show a few years ago. It was a half-hour format. It's a fantasy show called Gallivant. Have you heard of this?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember this.
It was 2 seasons long. I loved Gallivant. It is a fantastic show. It's hilarious. The songs, I don't like it because of the songs, but the songs are funny. Yeah. And that's what I like. But if it was like, if we're talking about a musical and they're just singing about their feelings or the events of the story and it's not funny on some level, I do not care. Not that I'm all about humor, but for a musical, it's got to be funny for me.
Right.
It's got to be funny.
Yeah.
Otherwise, music bores me.
You're out.
Do you like musicals?
So I didn't used to, but since I've been married, I mean, my wife is performance major in college and music is major in this house. My daughter's huge into it. So I've grown to appreciate musicals and I enjoy most of them. Some of them are just bad. Some of them I'll sit down and watch with them. And I'm like, oh gosh, like what are we doing here? Yeah. So, but like some of my favorites, Little Shop of Horrors. I love that. Yeah. So I'm with you. I tend to gravitate towards the things that are funny or horror or sci-fi. They're not just your typical lovey-dovey musical stuff. High School Musical. Oh God.
I haven't seen that.
Man, that made a run through here. Oh, I was so sick of it. So yeah.
I did just recently watch Song Sung Blue. Yeah. Have you heard of that? The Neil Diamond. It's about Neil Diamond cover band, basically.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah.
Oh,
I think really you told me about it.
Did I? I might have.
You might have. Yeah.
I just watched it a couple weeks ago. I did really enjoy that. I also really enjoy the music of Neil Diamond. So
same.
All the music in there is his songs. So it's not like they're making up songs about Neil or about their life. They're singing actual songs from history that I know. So that makes a slight difference.
Yeah. I need to check that out.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to put Cop Rock on the list. Do you have a description for Timecop episode 3 for us?
I do. So episode 3, titled Stalker, aired Monday, October 6th, 1997. Logan, played by T.W. King, in parentheses, so we got to read that so you know, is sent back to 1956 to prevent a stalker from killing an actress whose future son will be the 44th president of the United States.
Okay. So it was Barack Obama's mom.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
It's weird that we caught up that much.
Yeah. Time has now caught up. It's like when we passed 2015 when Back to the Future 2 happened. It's a very weird era.
Yeah, and none of that stuff existed. I was so disappointed.
Lame.
Where's all the cool stuff at?
Yeah. Hey, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah. Anything
As
else
usual.
we got? I know, right? I love talking time travel. I could talk time. We could almost make this a time travel show.
Yeah.
And I'd be happy. Like, I don't need to talk about anything else.
Same here. No, I think we're good. I think this was a good episode. You didn't like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
I think you got to remember to take your own advice.
Yeah.
Just
I'll
accept
remember that
it for what
for the
it
next
is.
one. Even though I already know that the 44th president of the United States' mom was not an actress. But, between the time when that episode aired and now, Logan could have gone back in time and
Who
completely
knows what
changed.
he changed?
Yeah.
Who knows what he did?
Right.
This guy doesn't even know what's going on.
Right.
So,
I mean, he's so active, he somehow changed the date from a Thursday to a Sunday. I mean,
that's impressive.
that's some serious interference.
Yeah.
Serious interference there.
It's really impressive.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, it's been a lot of fun. I have been one of your hosts, Rob.
I'm the other host, Aaron. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Talk to you
Bye
next time.
The garbage truck's driving by.
I hear it. It'll be gone by the time we sort things out.
Yeah.
So today we've got our intro, right? As per normal. We say the hellos. Do you remember on SNL back in the 90s when Tracy Morgan was on there? I remember one skit where he was talking about his most famous character on the show. He's like, yeah, I do the goodbyes, at the end of the show where you stand there and you wave goodbye to everyone. And they showed clips of him in these episodes. You never knew he was even in the episode. He's standing there at the goodbyes, waving at this camera with the cast and everybody. It was hilarious.
He was a writer, though, wasn't he? Mostly.
I have no idea. I have no idea about Tracy.
And then he occasionally did skits.
I don't know if he's got a new show on Peacock called The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins.
Oh, we saw some trailers for it. It looked really funny.
It's hilarious. The first episode actually came out a few months ago, and that's all they released until just recently.
Yeah.
And we watched it as soon as it came out, and I loved it. But there, again, was no new content for months. So we're probably an episode or two behind now. We haven't had a lot of time to watch TV lately, but we did definitely watch another one or two after that. It is top notch. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, where did we see a trailer for it the other night? We were watching something and it looked good. Is that the one where he orders an apple juice? It was like there's a meme going around of trying not to day drink anymore, and he's at a restaurant. He orders an apple juice. They're like, we don't have apple juice, and he's like, all right, I'll have vodka tonic then. Just that quick.
I don't remember that clip, but it sounds like it. Yes, it's funny. It's a good show. My nose is super itchy.
You're good. Get it out.
It's probably all the boogers hanging out of it.
Yeah, it's the hairs, but we can't see more than one or two of them.
Okay,
You're
good.
fine.
Yeah, I do like the movies of Baz Luhrmann. Those tend to be musical, and
I don't know who that is.
Moulin Rouge, Will Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, Gatsby, like movies along that line. So
yeah,
they often use new songs and modern songs in a different context.
Sure,
things like that. So I do like his movies. I would count those as musicals.
Yeah,
a person who likes musicals might not count them, but I do. I think they count.
Yeah, I think they count. I think the only one I've seen out of the ones you named was Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
And that's only because I worked at the movie theater when that came out. So
okay.
I think I had to watch it at the time.
Probably. Yeah.
So
that was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.